damage there, carpenter beef.
Mm-hmm.
So we would want the whole board replaced, the two boards.
Okay.
You're going to have to tear the top board off to get to the bottom board.
Right. You got looks like about I'm going to say 1x4 that's functioning as a shingle molding, and that's sitting on top of maybe a 1x8, depending upon how long it is behind the existing board. And remove and replace. And did you want the little corners done too, or did you want them removed and the corners left?
The corner molding?
Yeah. You see that you got little isosceles right triangles on the left and right side.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't add much to the cost, then
Okay.
replace those two.
Okay. Because here again, that kind of functions as you're there, but they don't need to be. It doesn't look like.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so this will be part of the second quote.
Okay.
You gotta lift up on that. This fascia board right here,
Okay.
behind the gutter.
Okay. I see a bad spot on the left side of the corner. Make it multiple choice. We can either remove that section. And
Yeah, that we don't have to replace the whole board. We can piece that in.
okay. Just pull the gutter away, remove and replace probably, I don't know, say 2 or 3 feet of that. Okay.
It's not bad. These are very fine.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of paint will solve that.
Trying to remember where everything's at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in this corner, this whole corner needs to be replaced.
Okay.
Where the light's hanging, so that whole soffit and fascia area.
Right.
If you see right above it, where I put the flashing up,
Yep.
squirrels pretty much chewed that whole corner and were nesting in there.
Right.
And then if you follow this board up, that whole board is rotten.
Okay.
And again, I want Mirtec everywhere that we're replacing.
I'm looking for a seam on the front 1x4, and we get to the right. It looks like there's a seam there, but it eclipses into the one above it. And you want the whole board replaced all the way to the crest, or cut it off about halfway, or just above the rock point?
Wherever this board ends, I'm sure that's not a hole.
No.
Actually, it might be rotting right at the seam.
Right.
If you look at it.
Mm-hmm.
So just basically cut up from north of that rot and replace all the way down.
Okay.
And then in here, squirrel damage again.
Mm-hmm. Wow. A bunch of great stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So in this corner, you want the front replaced as well?
Yeah, the whole corner probably needs to be rebuilt. And when you have that torn out, I want to get up there and double check the wiring and make sure they didn't chew on any of that wiring.
Sure. Okay. And did you want us to do anything with the area that the great stuff lives?
Yeah, obviously I'd want to do some. Now, is there any decorative trim molding that's in Mirtec or some type of no rot material?
There is. I don't know if it'll match what you have exactly, but you know, we can certainly do some research and see. That looks like a piece of crown actually running down there, and then I see 1x4 showing, and I don't know how far it goes back. Maybe the crown is resting on that entirely, and maybe only partially. But let me get a good shot of it. And I zoom. Let's see if I can match it. They're making almost everything now in plastics. Okay.
And then continuing on the same quote, this can just be a partial repair.
Okay.
Because the next project I do, I'm going to replace all the corner molding.
Okay.
But that's rotted down there, and we've had some rot right here.
Okay. It is soft. With the column being potentially an expensive piece, and I don't know that we should be talking about removing and replacing, or maybe digging out and putting Bondo and smoothing.
I don't think that it's enough damage to warrant replacing the whole.
I would agree. I just want to make sure we do what you want us to, and I always lean towards the fiscally conservative, which is taking out the bad stuff and maybe getting some Bondo in. I don't like to use that a lot, but these are expensive.
Yeah.
So, okay.
And then obviously the bottom of the corner board there.
All right, and just cut out a foot.
Yep.
Okay.
That's fine. And then the last part on the second quote. This top board is rotted.
Okay.
So just that first board replaced.
Okay. And probably take out 2 feet.
Yeah, we can just piece that one. That's fine.
Okay. Got it.
And then this board, at least both sides.
Okay.
And the trim all the way around. Not necessarily that inside cap board.
Okay. So it's the 1x4 to Muratech all the way around.
Yep.
And these interior 1x6s.
Yep.
Okay.
On both doors because
Okay.
we're starting to rot.
Sure.
And a big reason I think we're starting to rot is because they installed it so close to the concrete. I think it's just sucking the water right up.
That, and you probably won't find any paint on the bottom of that board.
Yeah.
We see a lot of them.
So that's the second quote.
Okay.
And then the third quote is a complete rebuild of the dormers.
Yeah, I saw those going by, and I knew you saw them too.
They just did so many things wrong building those.
Yeah.
I mean, the hardy planks right against the shingles on those.
Okay.
And again, all no rot materials. And I'm pretty sure the flashing is good because I don't have any leaks.
Good. Okay. All right. So to make sure I understand, you want the hardy plank removed and new hardy installed.
New trim, new crown.
Okay.
Every
Finger molding in the front, top to bottom.
Yep.
Okay. And obviously those side pieces, they're gone as well, and everything will be in plastics. Okay. And would you happen to have any of your exterior paint? I mean, I just have to ask. Yeah, I kind of figured I knew that answer. But
But I'll tell you, well, I have to see when we're going to get the house painted because
right.
we're pretty much blowing through our budget. So
Right. Sure.
we might have some of that paint.
Okay.
Let me double check with Christine.
Okay.
Christine, do we have any of the exterior paint for our last exterior paint job? Okay. When did we have that done? How old is that stuff? No, we didn't get the house painted 7 years ago.
It was, Zach was not here in Chicago, so yeah, it was probably 7 years ago.
Wow.
We've
Okay.
been in this house for almost,
Hmm.
well, we've been in the house for 10.5 years. It's only been 7 years.
Good paint.
All right.
Good paint.
Well, we might have it, but I'm
Yeah.
not sure how good it's going to be.
Well, I need a code. I don't care if it's 20 years old paint or
Okay.
30. I can use the code on the top to better give you a perfect match.
Okay.
And
So basically, just a complete exterior rebuild.
Of course.
On the dormers.
Is it okay if I email this to you?
Mm-hmm.
Could you give me your email address?
Yeah, that's fine.
Go ahead.
You got a pen?
We'll dictate it.
Oh, okay.
This will take it.
Okay, it's hparish4@nc.rr.com. So
And that-
HPARRISH, the number 4
Okay.
at nc.rr.com.
Thank you. And your sense of urgency to have this done,
We'd like to move on it.
of course.
The interior quote's the most
Sure.
pressing one because we have an insurance claim and we need to get the quotes back for repair on that.
Of course. Okay. All right.
And then the other ones we'll prioritize based on if we can afford to do it all or
Sure.
if we have to eliminate portions.
Usually with folks, what we do is